Hi there. Last night we attempted to make a coconut soap, and actually this is probably the best loaf of soap we've made so far. It's a very hard soap, which is great, and it came out very white and very even, and it looks beautiful. Unfortunately, the smell did not come through, and the oils did not create the coconut scent that we were looking for. So what we're going to do is we're going to do what they call French milling. We're basically going to grate it and reprocess it, and I thought we'd just demonstrate the process to you today. So this is the starting product. I'm probably going to do just a half batch of this, so I'll cut off half, I'll grate it in the food processor, and then reheat it and reprocess it with more fragrances added, and we'll see how it turns out. So this is all an experiment. So here we go. Okay, what I've done here is I've cut the bar in half, since I only want to do an experiment here and reprocess half of it. So I'm going to take this half and I'm going to put it in my soap mold.
Sorry.
Like that.
Oh, sorry.
Then I'm going to mark it with a piece here so I know exactly how much to how much of my soap mold to use there. And then I have a vise here that I will use to clamp that dam in place, and I'll remelt this much soap and pour it back in here, and it should work out. Okay, now you can see I have cut up the bars of soap in manageable chunks, and now I'm going to try and grate it in a food processor. Okay, the next step is to grind it all up, and typically you can use a hand grater, but that's a lot of work, so I pulled out my food processor and I've ground it all up, and this is the consistency you get, and made quick work of it. Of course, now I have to wash the food processor, so that's the price you pay. Okay, as you can see, I succeeded in making a thorough mess of the food processor. That'll have to be cleaned up later. But here's my final product. There you go. Okay, now I'm measuring out the oil, scent oils, fragrance oils. I've got pineapple here, and I had some coconut in there. So we're going to go ahead and make pina colada with coconut and pineapple. And the crock pot is heating up the soap, and it's supposed to take a while, so it's heating. And I'm measuring soap, and so that's it for now. Okay, here you see the soap. You can see it's already starting to melt. And it's been going for about half an hour. The soap was kind of soft when it started because I really hadn't let it sit out and dry out, but it is softening up already, and I'm guessing in about another half hour to hour it should be fully softened up. Okay, this is my soap mold. As you recall earlier, we measured it out, and you can see here where it says 8 inches. That's what I expect to fill up. So that'll make 8 bars of soap, and I've lined it with wax paper and taped the edges down, and we'll be good to go when the soap is done. Okay, now the soap has melted, and this is what we end up with. You want to stir it up good. Then I'm going to take the oils that we had already pre-mixed, pour it in there, and stir like crazy. I think we're about done. So now I'm going to scoop it out. Let me move this out of the way. Move my mold in closer. Scoop it. Dump it in the mold. mold you go. And by the way, this process would also work if you have soap scraps at home and want to melt them down and make another big bar of soap out of them. And I'm apologizing for the video, but the employee of the month left the house and I'm doing my own video, so you get what you get. You want to get a spatula, try and push it into the corners as best you can. And try to smooth it out as best you can. Okay, there we go. As you can see, it's a good thing I pre-measured the mold because it fits just right. And that's good. I can actually smell it, so that's good. Okay, and that's all there is to it. Let it sit overnight and cool. Tomorrow we'll take it out of the loaf, cut it up, let it sit a day or two to firm up, and it'll be ready to go. Hope you've enjoyed.